Welcome to Connecting Spirit and Guides with medium Christine Siebold. Christine has been a psychic medium for many years, and with the help of her grandmother, she was able to strengthen and hone her abilities. As she grew up, she began using her gift to help people find answers to important life questions that they needed guidance and direction for. She's committed to providing the closure, direction, and guidance people need to move forward with their life in a more positive light. Right here on Connecting to Spirit and Guides with medium Christine Siebold.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Welcome back.
Super duper. Thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. It looks like you got a special guest with us.
I do. Would you like to introduce her?
I will. Hey, Toni, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great to have you with us. Now, Toni is with Reiki Rocks at the Spirit Tree. Is that correct?
Yes.
So
Yes.
We've talked about Spirit Tree a few times on the show, and Chris performs readings there. And in fact, Chris is going to be doing readings there on the 16th. Is that correct, Chris?
Yes. Yep. I'm going to do a Father's Day special.
Father's Day special, June 16th from 7 to 9:30. Well, welcome to the show, Toni. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us about Reiki Rocks.
Well, Reiki Rocks, I am a Reiki master, and I use crystals with my Reiki practice. And over at Reiki Rocks, I have a whole crystal shop. So I can indulge my love of buying crystals and pass them on. So I've always been love anything glittery and think they're just gorgeous, and I love what they can do for people. So,
well, let's talk about some of the benefits of crystals. And first of all, let's get into and start with for our newbies out there. What is a crystal?
well, a crystal is made of different minerals and comes from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is sometimes it's volcanic and lava flows, and that forms crystals after extreme heat.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it is minerals from seawater, and they get compacted.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's a lot of cold that will make the crystal. So they all have different minerals in them, and but every amethyst crystal is made up exactly the same.
Okay.
But they're like snowflakes. It seems like there's no two exactly the same, even of the same kind.
Interesting. Now,
That's what they are.
now, is there something to do with vibration in crystals, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, I feel like crystals are alive. You know, they all
Mm.
have a different frequency.
Okay.
And so just like people, they have different frequencies. And that's why the crystals react with us differently, because they react with the frequency. And what you want, we're always trying to make our frequencies higher,
Yeah.
our vibration.
Correct.
So the crystals can do that for us. So great.
Well, interesting. So then there are, like, for instance, crystals for specific areas of our life, for maybe the chakras. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I'm going to put the chakra chart for people to see, so we can go over the chakras for people. So it's sort of like spirituality 101, but yeah.
You better know these.
But I see that you're wearing crystals right now. It looks like, so Chris, it looks like something's different. Is that a different one that you're wearing today? What are you wearing tonight?
I think I wore this like a couple weeks ago. I haven't worn it in a while.
What is this? When were you wearing?
Tony?
Well, I'm wearing a lepidolite. So it's funny because I haven't worn this in a while, and I took it out today and wore it.
That's
And
great.
then Chris calls and she's like, come on the show with me, which would normally make me a little stressed. But I was
Okay.
like, oh, I have lepidolite. So that's why I took it with me. So it's one to calm you down.
Calm
And
you
then
down.
I also have a Herkimer diamond.
That's pretty.
A Herkimer diamond. Okay. And Chris, what are you wearing?
I'm going to let Tony tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're wearing. I don't know. That's that odd one that you got.
Oh.
And I'm not really sure what that
Odd
is.
one.
Yes.
Interesting. And we were just drawn to that. So let's talk about, like, just energy and how you're drawn to certain ones. So you were drawn to the one that you're wearing, Toni, because it's helped calm you. So in the past, you've worn it to calm you in certain circumstances, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I'm a purple girl. So
Purple
I
girl.
love purple. So that's probably, I'm a very calm person usually.
Yeah, she
So
is,
I think I
definitely.
probably chose it because of the color.
okay.
But and that's what's wonderful about crystals. You know, you should choose yours if you have a group of them.
Yeah.
Run your hand over them, feel the energy,
Uh huh.
and then wait for that one that feels hot or cold to you, and that's the one that should be with you.
Okay.
So,
like she has a table full of crystals right now, and I don't think anybody can see them. But
oh no, not on the. I'm showing pictures of crystals though as we speak, so people can see. So I have a crystal grid up right now, of various different ones.
Explain some and hold some up. And
okay, great. That'll be excellent. So back to the fact that you said you were drawn to the purple one for calming. We were talking about chakras just a second ago, and so purple is the third eye chakra. Is that correct, or is that the crown?
Purple's your crown.
Okay, your crown. Okay.
So it's well, going from the bottom up, it's the root chakra's red.
Yeah.
And then your sacral is orange. Your solar plexus is yellow. Your heart chakra is green. Your throat chakra is blue.
Okay.
Third eye is indigo.
Indigo. Okay.
And then you have the purple or the white.
Okay, because on this diagram that I have on the screen, it almost looks like a pinkish purple is at the crown, and then purple's the third eye. So that's an indigo, you said. So indigo is more of a darker blue color. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of times, if somebody was having trouble, like a communication problem, they might want to pick a blue crystal because that matches the chakra.
Okay.
And work with that and hold it and have it on them to help with their problem.
Okay, interesting. So we have different ones for different purposes. So crystals for depression and anxiety.
Actually has natural lithium in it, which is used in a lot of antidepressants.
Yes, it is.
So,
yeah.
And that's why it's very earthy, very
calming.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So there's ones for harmony, peace, and love as well. What would you recommend for those?
So that would be rose quartz.
Rose quartz, okay. That's an easy one to remember.
Yeah. And so that's what exactly a lot of people looking for love. That's what I would gift them. And it's a lovely crystal because it brings harmony into your life. So, and who doesn't need more peace?
I need like 50 of those. Can I have 50?
All right.
Like, I need a ton of those.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Now, do you ever go out and mine for your own crystals, Toni, or do you have them?
Well, in New York, we're really lucky because I showed you my Herkimer.
Yep.
So can you see this?
Yep.
Can
you see the diamond that is sticking out of the stone?
Kind of. Maybe I can.
So right in Herkimer, New York.
Okay. Yeah. Now I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's about an hour away. And they said when the Adirondack Mountains were being formed, bubbles were formed in the stone. And then these diamonds, they're not really diamonds, they're quartz, but they're known all over the world as Herkimer diamonds, and they're double terminated. And they formed in these bubbles. So you can go right there. You can go to the mines. There's numerous mines, and it's all over in that area. And you can $10 a day. You can go in, and whatever you find is yours. And take a pick or just take a chisel.
Okay.
Wow.
But it's amazing to go, and they're right in our backyard. So it's really something that at least people that in our area of New York should always go. But a lot of Arkansas has tons of quartz crystal mines. In North Carolina, it's like becoming a mecca now.
Yeah,
so
no, I've yeah, really cool.
Christine won't want to break her nails though. So
digging for those crystals, yeah. No, but
you should be the one sifting because you can sift through the dirt too.
All right, there you go.
Perfect.
So, all right, so we talked a little bit about crystals for harmony, peace, and love. So we were talking about rose quartz. What were a couple others?
Absorbing negativity. A lot of people come in and they're like, what can I put in my house to absorb negativity? So black tourmaline.
Tourmaline, okay.
That's its main thing. Obsidian, all the dark colors can absorb negativity. And selenite also. I have this.
Yeah. Let me zoom in on that.
Tower.
Okay. Yeah. I have one of those at home.
Selenite
That's selenite tower.
rocks.
Yeah.
And then they carve them. So this will cleanse your house, your space of negative energy.
Yeah.
And it also clears other crystals, which is really cool.
Yeah. So, a friend of mine has gotten me started on crystals, Kelly, and she has really brought a few into my life. So now it's interesting. We've done a couple of shows about this topic, and I'm happy we're addressing it here. It's one where I'm learning a lot, but I kind of want to start from basic for the people who are new to all it, kind of like myself, to be honest,
Yeah.
But you were mentioning earlier, there's ones that the blacker help absorb negativity.
Yeah.
So tourmaline.
Tourmaline, the obsidian, they're very grounding.
Okay.
they
And there
absorb.
was one that was given to me, shungite.
Oh yes, that's a great one. And
Yeah.
I went to pick some up, but yeah, that's almost all carbon, that crystal. And it actually it takes away the electromagnetic rays that are all around us from
Yeah. So if you're
cell phones and TVs.
dealing with technology all day long like I do, it's good to help you ground, right? And to help you
Yes,
feel
yes.
centered.
So it will
Yeah.
actually balance. The great thing is to try to put one in each hand,
Hmm.
and it will balance you. It's wonderful.
Yeah, called shungite, right?
Shungite,
Shungite. Yeah.
Good, John.
Hey, I'm learning, but I still consider myself a newbie with all of it. So, I really do. But I knew as a kid I was drawn to certain, rocks and colors. I love colors. So crystals, and sparkly, really cool. And I know there's some really amazing ones, like amethyst, which we can get into, which helps you sleep, right? You were mentioning earlier.
It helps you sleep. That one is like an all-around wonderful crystal. It does everything. It helps with addictions. It's actually adopted by the AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, to help. It can help break it helps with your willpower. It can break a habit, and it helps you sleep. And it's an all-around healer. So
Interesting.
that one's great.
Now, do you think, let's get into size matters. Does size matter when it comes to crystals?
No.
Okay.
You can, it's funny because sometimes, I have these buckets of crystals at the shop. And so some people just go in and that's what they're looking for, the biggest one. But that's not true. It's you have to go to the one that's calling you. And some could be the tiniest little crystal packs the most punch. So it does not matter in this case.
Interesting. So it doesn't matter for the purpose either. It's just whatever one's calling you, whatever one you resonate with.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now, for cleansing and caring, you were talking about the selenite. That's for cleaning the crystals as well, you were saying, and also our auric field. But what do you recommend as well to take care of our crystals and to cleanse them and keep them in health?
When you bring crystals home, you should always try to clear the energy.
Okay.
Because think about it. They've been around for millions of years. They've been passed along.
Yeah.
And where have they been until they got to me?
Right.
And now to you. So I know Reiki, so I always use Reiki to clear mine. But not everybody knows that, obviously. So I love the moonlight. The sun can fade some out, and amethyst is one. If you put your amethyst out in the sunshine, could fade the color. So I love the moonlight. When that full moon comes around, excuse me, I put a bowl of crystals out there every month, and I love that. I don't like to, you can put them in rice, they say. Selenite will actually melt in water. So, sometimes you read something that tells you, put them in water.
Yeah, salt water, some of them say. Yeah.
So it will dissolve. So I think the moonlight's the best way. And if you can't get outside, put them on the windowsill. It's all about intention with crystals, too.
Okay.
So you always want everything for your highest and best. And your intention is that the energy of the moonlight clears them. So,
and speaking of,
let's
go ahead,
I was
Christine.
gonna ask Toni a question. Quick. So I had worn one of my crystals to bed one night, and I woke up and it was gone. Like couldn't find it. Wasn't under the bed. Wasn't in the sheets.
The dog didn't eat it.
The dog did not eat it.
Because I know your dog loves to eat those crystals.
So talk about when a crystal is kind of done with someone. Let's talk about that.
And that happens. I'll have a favorite in my pocket forever, and then all of a sudden one day I can't find it. So I'll be like, all right, maybe it's work is done with me, and maybe I dropped it, and the person that came across it is the one that's supposed to have it. So they do. They know what they're supposed to do, and sometimes I will get a crystal, and I just know it's not mine. And I'll take it with me that day, and I will meet someone who tells me their story. And I'll be, you know what? And I'll take my crystal out. And I was like, that's why I took it today. I was supposed to pass it on to you. And then they say if you break a crystal, like say this broke in half while we were messing with it today, that half should go to the person that you're with. Oh, so that they will do that too. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I was at a vendor event once and I had a crystal between my hands and I was just rolling it and I dropped it and it rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled toward this woman. And she actually spotted it. And then she brought it back to me, and I was like, "Oh no, that crystal just went across a room for you." So I said, "No, take it." And she was like, "Okay, thank you so much." Didn't realize to just carry it with you. It's supposed to do something with you. So,
wow.
Pretty cool.
So if you're just joining us, we're with Toni Craft of Reiki Rocks at the Spirit Tree, and she's giving us a little overview of crystals for our inquiring minds here. So we're kind of jumping all over the place, but in a way that's a good thing because we're just flowing with spirit and learning about crystals. But you mentioned before that crystals are an important part for the chakras, and maybe, are there ones that help balance each one?
Well, I think any of them, like if you put them with your, I have aventurine here, which is green.
Okay.
So if, I just held that to my heart chakra, that's what it does. It will help balance the energy for you.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people like to wear them or hold them in their pocket.
It's funny because sometimes I'll say to people, do you have any crystals? And they say no. And then they have all this jewelry all over them, rings. And it's like, you do.
And are there certain ones that help with abundance or prosperity or, attracting what you want in your life?
I have a lot right here. So I have pyrite, which is called fool's gold.
Okay.
Very sparkly and certainly probably look like gold nuggets when people
it
found
actually
them.
does. Yep.
And then citrine is a great one. Yep. A lot of real estate agents will use this when they're trying to sell a house. Yeah. It's a great one to put around your doors.
Okay.
Want to sell.
So it's kind of white with brown and orange. Is that what it looks
like? A yellow, orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darker.
Okay.
And then the aventurine, think green money. But abundance isn't always about money, though. It's happiness and health, and friends.
Yeah.
So all of those are all good prosperity.
Okay.
Crystals.
Great. Wow. Well, folks, if you have any questions or if you want to call in for a on-air sample reading with Christine, call 323-524-2599. We're live here on Facebook, 323-524-2599. And let us know if it's a question or if you're calling in for a reading. Tony's going to answer the questions about the crystals, and Christine's going to be doing readings. Tony, do you read too?
Do you read too?
No. I sometimes do. When I'm doing Reiki, I do get a few messages and I talk to a little bit.
Well, let's talk about Reiki. People are hearing that word. What does that mean? And it's healing energy, but
Reiki
what is it?
Universal life energy.
Okay.
Word. And Reiki actually means healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of different modalities in Japanese, but it's just balancing your energy.
Okay.
So I'm taking energy from the creator, bringing it down through your body to balance out your body because it can heal itself much better when it's balanced. So that's what it's doing because stress, trauma, lots of pain cause blockages in your body. So that's what I'm doing with the Reiki.
I went through Reiki certification years and years ago, and I wasn't sure why I was doing it. I think it was just because people said I'm a healer. I need to work on, honing that. I didn't know if I necessarily believed a lot in what I was doing at the time. I was just kind of there for an event. But what happened to me was very interesting. I had a scar that was for like scar tissue or something on my arm for years and years and years. And then I did the Reiki treatment, and that actually became alive, so where it could be expelled out of my arm. It was really absolutely incredible. So it was something that had been, dead tissue for so long, like scar tissue or it was like, I don't know exactly how to explain it. I don't want to get too graphic, but after doing the Reiki treatment, it literally became alive and was almost too tender to touch, but then it was able to be expelled from my body.
Cool. Yeah, you must have had a blockage behind it. Or, a little trauma or whatever happened to you to cause that.
Yeah.
And then you just moved it along.
and it was shortly after I did the Reiki certification, so that's when I became a believer. When I actually saw that it, because I was really new to all of it, and so I just did all the, I think it was level 1, or I'm not like a master or anything like that, but after doing that first attunement, because there are various different attunements that you do, right, where they bring the energy in, and you have to do different mudras or something with your hands, or and open up the meridian points, and right.
Toni was my Reiki teacher.
Okay.
She taught me Reiki. She's a Reiki master. So she also teaches that at Spirit Tree.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's interesting when you're a medium and you take a Reiki class. It's like being on crack.
Oh, yeah.
It's
just the Reiki, surge of energy, you mean?
You have no idea. Just stuff comes through like, as you're doing it, it's a rush. You just get information like download like very quick and precise.
Wow.
Yeah, it opens those channels, and it makes you more mindful of your surroundings. It's not just about working on someone else. It's about bringing Reiki into your life and making your path smoother, because you can send Reiki to a situation, you can send it to work.
Okay.
You're having a meeting that day, you can do Reiki, in the room where you're going to have the meeting, and things go smoother. And if you see a child crying in the grocery store, you can send her a little Reiki, and send mom a little Reiki because she's stressed. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have in your life.
And you talked about helping to release trauma through Reiki. And would crystals help magnify that process or intensify the process?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, okay, so definitely. Like a crystal grid, or okay. So
when I went to Toni's Reiki class, we actually used crystals on people, and we placed them on them, and then we did the Reiki.
We matched their chakras, John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into this.
Oh, I'm sure, and I know we're just scratching the surface, right? The tip of the iceberg, as they say. Wow. Okay. Well, what's some really important stuff to know in terms of using crystals and being more effective with using them on a regular basis?
Well, I think you should. I just said, like, being mindful and intent. So you have to talk to your crystals and tell them what you want help with. So sometimes, it's not about having the lepidolite when you're calm or to make you calm. It's choosing the one that you really, really love, and then just asking that crystal for help. And it's called programming your crystal. You tell it what you want help with, and then just being mindful, carrying them every day. Don't just put it on your dresser and forget about it, and then see it, in passing once a day.
Okay.
Take them with you.
Oh, okay.
You put them in your pocket, or you can put them in a little pouch.
Yeah. Even, some women will say, I don't have pockets. Can I put it in my purse? I say, yes, it's all about intention. Okay. So, tell the crystals, okay, you're still with me all day,
What about other people handling your crystals?
It's funny. I have a couple that do not like to be handled, and it's like I can feel it. They don't pass me off to anybody. And other ones don't mind at all. They're
like your pets.
But and that's another thing, that you can do. I do Reiki, so I just clear them.
Okay.
People come into the shop all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just go through with sage. That's another great way to clear. I didn't mention that earlier.
Okay.
You can take sage and light it, and just have the smoke and the energy go around the crystals and clear them.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of mine around a salt lamp.
Oh, perfect.
Speaking of salt lamps,
can you see ours?
No, I don't see any of that. So, gorgeous. Yeah. Now, I love salt lamps. I feel that they really have an interesting energy of peace and calm, and the glow that they give off is just gorgeous. That it puts you at ease. Like, I have just one in my bedroom, I have one in my living room, but I only usually use the one in my bedroom just to put me at ease and to help me to unwind. But yeah, that's a gorgeous one. Now with that one though, it's a bigger chunk. Mine is a little smaller than that. It's more cubic cubed than
yeah, and in the shop, I mean, this is a little guy.
Yeah.
I've got a big one over there on the counter.
Oh yeah.
I have a big, and then I have
puts
spears.
things where I can see them, or she'll be like, "Oh, look at this," and then I find myself leaving the store with them all the time.
I'm zooming in on that a little bit. Yeah, yeah. No, the
salt lamps are incredible for allergies and breathing.
Yeah.
Stress.
They give off negative ions.
Right.
So positive ions are given off by our cell phones again, laptops, TVs, and they clog the air. So when the salt lamps heat up, there's lights in them, and you just keep the light on as much as possible, and it warms it up.
Yeah.
And then the negative ions that they give off meet with the positive ions that are in the air, and they get heavy and they fall out. So it clears the air. So they are just amazing.
Yeah. They really are.
I know people that have them in every room of their house.
They're great gifts. So if you really want to give someone a great gift, a salt lamp is a great gift to give someone because
somebody moves. Definitely.
Yeah, it really is. And so I have a quartz crystal that sits on top of my salt lamp. I don't know why I put it there, but
so quartz amplifies energy.
Oh, there you go.
So whatever it's
intuitively
near,
doing
it. So it's really good.
Well, I just did it intuitively. I didn't even know. I had no, So, but before I had all these other ones. I had Angel's Eye, and I had a bunch of other ones that were sitting on top of the salt lamp. Like I didn't have enough room for all of them, so I just put them around it now. So I have a little crystal altar now. Yeah.
Them. I put essential oils on them, and then that smell goes out. So Chris and I work with Young Living oils, so that's a great idea too.
And now people are doing diffusing oils, right? Where they put it in like the oils in a diffuser, and it sort of just vaporizes the oils, and it's so much better for you than like Febreze and all that toxic stuff.
They're all chemicals.
Yeah. Right. And for your pets and stuff, I think that's how my cat developed a chronic nasal issue. It was from the Febreze and stuff like that I was spraying in the air a lot. Yeah. And because intuitively, I think I was feeling like I need to stop spraying that stuff because it's, and I'm doing it because to cover up the litter box, it's like it's not good for cats. And, so.
Organs and everything that people think are taking away the animal, they're terrible for animals.
Yeah.
And people.
Yeah, really. I mean, I think I suffered from headaches as a result of the smells in the air.
I could never be around candles with the scents. They always gave me terrible headaches. So that's why I love the oils.
Yeah, no, very interesting. Wow. Okay, well, do we want to get some let's get to some calls. We have area code 516 on the line. And let's see. A few other ones that are going to be coming in. Let's see here. Area code 516-805 is on the line with Christine. Can we have your name, please, and where you're calling from?
Hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm calling from Long Island, New York.
Hi, Carrie.
And how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Good. How can we help you tonight, Carrie?
I have a question. I had something happen to me in April 28th of 2017, and I wanted to know what you might have to say about it.
Could you be a little more specific?
Yeah.
Well, I lost my hearing in my ear out of nowhere.
Wow. Okay.
Did you wake up like this?
Yes.
Did they look in your ear and see if something crawled in your ear?
They did. I got an MRI and everything came back fine. But the doctor did say I had some nerve damage.
Yeah, it's almost like something crawled in your ear. At night, I don't know if it bit you inside of there or something, but that's what I feel like happened. Straight up. That's the first impression that I got, is that something crawled in your ear while you were sleeping. And spider bites can be pretty serious. You know what I mean? Spider bites can be pretty serious. Have they been giving you hearing tests? Like, you really can't hear. You're not kidding.
Yes, I got hearing tests.
Okay. And you still can't.
When I went back.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, say it again.
You still can't hear?
When I went back the second time, they said that it got worse. And I was on pills, and then for 10 days, antibiotic, it didn't help. And then I did get a liquid steroid, and it's still no hearing. It didn't work.
That's
as of yet.
So you still can't hear out of that ear.
No.
Have you
I still
gone to
can't hear out of it.
is this a specialist that they sent you to?
Yes, a specialist, yes. I went to 2.
I feel like your eardrum is injured. What did they say about that?
They said my eardrum was fine. I just had in my ear, I don't know what part of my ear, but they said I had severe nerve damage. And the lady asked me if I had been sick. And I said, no, I haven't been sick.
No, you weren't sick. I'm still gonna stick with the spider bite thing, like, because sometimes when you're sleeping, spiders are known to crawl around, and they'll crawl around your face. I'm gonna tell you, I feel like it crawled in your ear and bit you. Did they entertain that at all and give you anything for that?
Yeah, did you get sick after or have any symptoms after?
No, I didn't get sick. No.
She just
the only
hear.
symptoms I had was after I got the liquid steroid. I also got a liquid steroid, and it made me nauseous for about an hour. And then after that, I got up, and I was fine.
Wow.
Have you had any weird ringing in
your
ear?
Very weird.
Like tonight?
Yes, I have ringing and buzzing.
Yeah, she does. She's got ringing. Okay, just for
It rings, it buzzes.
Just ask them. This is going to seem kind of odd. Just say, if a spider bit me, and this is some kind of a poison that's in my system, what would you give me to help to stop? Because this is not normal. And I feel like, okay. I mean, just ask them to entertain it. Say, what if a spider crawled in my ear and bit me? And if there's some sort of venom, what would you give me for that? Because different spiders, spider bites are serious. And I can't even imagine.
Yes, I know that.
So I just for giggles, just ask the doctor that.
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I actually did. I said, could I have had a bug in my ear? And she said, if there was a bite, that it might have come up, and it might have came up in the MRI, but there was nothing in the MRI.
It's not going to come
up. It's like a mystery.
Yeah, it's not going to come up. I'm telling you. Ask him about that.
And what do you feel it is? I know you may not have it. I mean, when I asked that question, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
What is it? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because I had went out the night before to my friend's house, and we were just hanging out and playing cards, and everything was fine. And when I got up the next morning, I went to go use the bathroom, and I felt weird, and I was talking to myself out loud, and I'm like, something's wrong. And then I'm like, am I going crazy? And then I started talking to myself, and I couldn't hear myself, it was muffled.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm just going to, get ready to go to work. And when I went to work, I was talking to the lady I work for, and I said, I tapped her. I said, I can't hear you. I said, you need to speak up. And that's when I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I was panicking. I was sick to my stomach. I didn't know what to do. And I went to the emergency room one time, and they did absolutely nothing. And then I went back the second time, and that's when I got the steroids and the antibiotic.
Okay. Ask them about
still stuck.
Spider bite.
I will.
And if they don't take you seriously, find a doctor that will take you serious.
Yeah. And what would you suggest?
Oh, I know. Well,
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead. I lost my thought. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask Toni what she would suggest as a Reiki master for healing.
Just for blockages, with Reiki, we would just keep working on your head and try to balance your energy, because obviously I wear hearing aids, so I know what it's like. If I don't have my hearing aids on, I can't hear. So it's stressful. So you've had an enormous amount of stress, and especially not knowing where this came from.
Right, or what happened.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah, Reiki would help as far as taking that stress away and trying to balance your energy so that your body can fight whatever this is. Yeah,
and it's also very hard for me to sleep, because it wakes me up, the buzzing and the ringing and the annoyance.
The buzzing. Yeah, the buzzing. Find a doctor that takes this seriously and ask them.
Yeah.
I will. I mean, this doctor is my friend, who's very serious. He's one of the top audiologists in New York.
Okay.
That's good.
I would ask him, so let's do it for instance, if I was sleeping, a spider bit me, and it's some sort of venom. What would you give me for something like that? And just say, can we just try it just for fun? You know what I mean? Even if it becomes
Okay, well, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, no, let's just try it.
And hopefully it's not like messing up your balance or making you dizzy or any of that stuff because
she can't sleep.
No, none of that.
Okay, good.
None of that. No dizzy.
Good.
None
Just
of
can't
that.
sleep.
Yeah.
I only threw up once, and that was at the first day because my nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
But otherwise, it's just a mystery.
Yeah. Well, we're sorry to hear that, Carrie, but we hope that you get to the solution.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks
Okay,
for
have a
calling
good night,
in.
Carrie.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, hon.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting because Tony, you were talking earlier about your hearing issue, and the first caller would be a hearing issue. Yeah. So yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so odd. Not all of a sudden like that. But you wonder, it hasn't been that long. So, like you said, if it was a spider bite, how long does that stay with you?
Well,
you know?
and especially because the spiders give off a certain sort of venom. So it's, maybe there's some lasting effect. Maybe there's something she has to take to counteract what's going on. Because that's a sensitive spot, your head. Inside your head is a sensitive spot, so
Yeah.
she needs to just talk to the doctor and say, can we just try this?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at our Facebook. I can only see a few of the comments at a time because they scroll so quick, but and I only see like 4 or 5. But I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Christy, to Karen, to Judy, to a few other people who are in the audience. If you have any questions or you would like to call in, 323-524-2599, 323-524-2599. Chris is giving on-air sample readings, and Tony's answering your questions about crystals and Reiki. So do give us a call.
So, Tony, what is that rack right there?
This is one of your favorites, isn't it?
Yes,
no,
it is.
This is what you like?
Well, and then there's a smaller version
There's
of
a
it,
small version.
Is that Jasper?
Malachite. So malachite's another one.
Malachite. Okay.
Oh, look, it's got like a little heart. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Let me zoom in. So hold that, and I'll hit the button to zoom
look.
in. Okay, I'm
There's
zooming
like a little
in.
heart formed in the top.
Oh
of
yeah, that's nice.
it.
So it's,
I might have to keep this.
this is green and white on camera. It looks to us.
Yeah, green and black, really.
Oh, black.
Probably getting a
Okay.
little reflection.
Oh yeah, we're getting some fun.
But
Oh, I see it now when you
I
turn
love
it that
the
way.
striations
Yeah.
on the sides.
Okay, got it. Okay, and that is called
Malachite.
malachite. Okay, and what is malachite used for?
It's an abundance.
Oh,
crystal.
okay, because it's green. Okay, or the heart chakra, like we
Yeah.
talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And it's got a little heart in the top. Look.
Yeah,
this rock is mine.
That's
Mine.
perfect.
Stays here.
I'm gonna actually pick a picture and zoom in.
Want to take a picture of this?
No. I'm gonna take one from so people can see the color because what we're getting with the live camera is a little different than what it is if it's.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I have it on the screen from geology.com, a picture of it, and it's actually a heart-shaped one, so people can see with the black and the light green and yeah. Okay, very cool. All right.
Yes, most certainly.
Oh, okay. So what other ones are you drawn to? We don't see you at the table, so just hold them up for us, and maybe I can
have
take off
angel light.
angel light. Is that the blue one?
Yes.
I have one that's shaped like a pyramid. That's an angel light that someone gave me.
Yep.
So what is that used for?
Angel light helps you connect with your angels.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's good for communication.
All right, so communication. All right, which again, it's blue, which is the throat chakra. So there you go. So communication. Okay, what's that,
And it's
Chris?
a good one to travel too.
Are you holding them up? Okay.
Protect for traveling.
Okay, got them. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But it's so it would help you meditate.
Okay.
And so it helps communication with your angels, your spirit guides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lovely, lovely crystal. I always have a piece of angel light with me.
Great. Do they make little angels out of it?
What?
Did they make little angels out of it, like little angel pendants out of angel light? That would be cool.
I do have some in the shop that
Oh,
have
yeah. Cool.
that are like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have labradorite, which is another one of Chris's favorites. You probably won't be able to catch this. But
Let me go ahead, and I can pull it online. So go ahead and just,
Okay.
I'll zoom in, and then
Shimmers.
it
There's
shimmers.
some blues and greens.
Okay.
Different colors when it's up close.
And how do you
violet.
spell that? Labradorite.
Labradorite.
Oh, got it. Found it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh. Yeah, let me take a picture of this and put this on the screen for people to see.
So this is another one that connects you to
It's
your
gorgeous.
spirit guides and your angels. Great for meditation.
Uh-huh.
Great for protection. So
Does
you
it
know,
come in different colors, or is it always this dark blue?
no, it's always like this, but it
Okay.
shimmers with different
shimmers.
colors.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
shimmers.
see the shimmery. Okay.
Colors. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, cool.
See,
So,
that one's got like a lot of green
look at the
and
blue.
blues. Oh my
Green
God.
and blue in a
I
corner.
don't know
there.
if you can see this, but this one has like green and blue.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Let me
That
zoom
is
in.
a cool piece.
Mm.
That's a good one.
So, and that's a perfect example of little bitty piece like that.
Uh-huh.
With all
It's
this
got beautiful color.
packed with power.
Yeah.
This is packed with power. This is great.
Cool.
It's pretty. Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's important. I mean, Christine knows this. When
Yep.
you're doing readings, you also bring in protection.
Yep.
So it's something that you would want near you. When I do Reiki, I always put protection in the room to bring in the highest and the best spirits. Because I when I'm working, I feel like my spirit guides help me, and angels are around, and then whoever my client is, they bring their people. And sometimes spirits come to visit, which is fine and wonderful. But I always tell my Reiki students, you don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry spirit that's walking by
Showing up.
coming in.
Yeah.
So you have to have protection. So labradorite is a great one for that.
Wonderful. People are really enjoying this. I'm seeing some of the comments here, and please share this video and comment that you shared, and you can be entered to win a free 30-minute reading that Chris will be giving away.
Yep. So after the show, I'm gonna pull one for if you have to like, share, and comment. So there's gonna be a free one for tonight, and then I did one a couple days ago, and there's like 60 shares. So I'm gonna pull somebody out of that. So when we're done with this, I'm gonna be posting the 2 winners.
Great. Yeah, so I just want to I see some people have been sharing, so thank you for doing that. And let's see here. I'm just trying to see if there's any comments that I can pull up. People are asking, what is your pendant, Chris?
Everybody's asking me what my pendant is.
Yeah, what is your pendant? I asked earlier. Can we identify what that is, Toni, you think?
No,
No?
I don't know.
I know when I bought it, she said it was very rare.
Oh.
So I happened to get a piece of it,
And-
but I will look it up and I'll post
Yes, I
it.
thought you wrote it down somewhere.
I did.
In a secret spot.
I
Yeah.
did. And I lost it.
I was going to try to zoom in, but I can't.
Because I know I asked Chris what it was before, and she's like, I wrote it down.
What color is it? It looks dark. Is it dark?
It is, but it's got
And
it's
silver?
full.
It's not an indigo grabo, is it?
It might be. It's good for connecting with spirit.
Okay, that's what it sort of looks like.
Yeah.
It's also called mystical merlinite. So
And it's not. She said it's rare.
okay.
Mystical
so I
Merlin
happened to
night.
Get a piece of it, and I was like, "That's mine."
Interesting.
So I use this a lot when I'm gonna do medium readings.
Ah, and you did several today.
I did some tonight. Yes, I
Yeah.
did before this.
Yeah.
All right. So Toni, talk about. I don't think we did this one yet.
This is Jasper. So
Oh, I
Jasper-
said Jasper earlier, I thought it was green, but that's reddish orange.
yeah,
Is that
But
right?
it comes in a million. This is
Oh,
one that
okay.
does come in different colors.
Oh, okay.
So red goes with your root chakra.
Mm-hmm.
It's very grounding.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling a little spacey and out of sorts, it's a good one to bring you in. That's a really cool crystal. It's nice and thick. But yeah, they come. There's zebra jasper, which is black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Dalmatian jasper, which is pretty cool. It's a light color, and then it's got little black dots like a Dalmatian. Picture jasper, which everybody looks at it and sees something different. It's like looking at the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So jasper comes in all different colors.
Now, what is this right here?
This is kyanite. So kyanite is a pretty blue,
Mm-hmm.
and it is also one that absorbs negativity and never needs clearing. So I would never have to really put this out in the moonlight.
Really? Why
It
is
takes
that?
care of itself.
Oh,
And so
lovely.
does selenite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of times with Reiki masters, we call it psychic surgery, and you use this to perform surgery on someone in their aura, and kyanite is a tool for that. A lot of times you see them wrapped because they're perfect shape,
Yeah.
but they look like little blades, like a little scalpel.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
So you could cut somebody, not literally,
I was gonna say cut somebody. That's funny.
and take trauma out, pull it
Okay.
out,
Got
and
it.
stitch them back up.
Okay.
Great So
now I'm looking on Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of crystal pictures and really cool demonstrations of
we're gonna lose him. He's just looking at pictures.
crystals. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, this is really, really cool. Now, when I had to get a pendulum for a class I was taking on Akashic Records, and I was drawn to one that had all of the chakras. It was all the different. It was it's all the chakras and the actual, and then a quartz. Mm-hmm. So I'll put up example on the screen, but
yeah, I wish I should have brought a pendulum.
So talk a little bit about pendulums and how that works with crystals, like because I know that you get your answers from different crystals and depending on how they spin, right?
And what you do is you hold your pendulum out.
Yeah.
It hangs, and you ask the pendulum to show you a yes. And for me, mine goes in a circle.
Counterclockwise or clockwise?
Mine goes counterclockwise. Okay. That's just for me.
That's her yes.
And then when I say, could I please see a no, it tends to go back and forth. So definitely different. And I could take someone else's pendulum and do it, and it does the same thing usually for me. But for you, you might have a different yes and no. So, so what you do is you're tuning into the crystal, into the universe, and I think just like you get messages, spirit comes through with an answer
and guides the crystal
to move. So you have to be precise, though. You can't be too vague with your questions. So you have to, say, like, am I going to get a new job? That might sort of waver a bit, but just keep narrowing it down. Am I going to change jobs in 2017? And then am I going to change jobs in the next 4 months, and try to work your way down?
Sometimes people make grids with words on them.
Yeah.
And then they'll put the crystal in the middle, and it'll actually change, and it'll point at that word.
Yep, because spirit knows what you're trying to do, and it's all about intention. Probably the most used way is to find out whether you're having a boy or a girl. That's people use them for hundreds of years. So, but they're really cool. They're, and you always have to ask your pendulum if it wants to work with you. Always. And
before
I've been drawn to crystal because they're just beautiful. And gone through my yes and no, and it said, do you want to go home with me and work with me? No.
Put it back.
Wow.
I can remember I had this beautiful one day, and then the lady next to me is like, oh, well, I was looking at that. Can I see it? And I hand it to her. Loved her.
Sometimes they won't work for one person, but the next person will pick it up, and it'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
That's a positive yes, I'm ready to go home with you.
So, just like how you choose your crystal, you have to really be careful with the pendulum, too, and make sure that it wants to go home. And sometimes they get moody, too. Sometimes I ask it a yes and no always when I start to have a session to make sure that it's working, because sometimes they're not doing it today.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. Go away.
So Heidi in Facebook is asking, can you use your necklace as a pendulum?
Yes. I've taken this off. I've taken my Herkimer diamond. Yeah.
Okay.
And just hold it out. It does the same thing. It's perfect.
That's a good question.
You can do it with yourself too. You can stand up and then ask yourself the question, and you actually feel yourself. You just have to let go. And not try to think of what you think the answer should be, and you feel your body moving.
And Mary's asking, besides burning sage, and we kind of addressed this earlier, but when we talk about selenite, but what crystals can I use to clear negative energy from my home? So we talked about
the selenite, the black tourmaline, the biggies.
So anything dark. And then the selenite, of course, is crystal white, which is very interesting.
That absorbs negativity beautifully.
Yeah. Can we show that one again really quick? So
Which
that was the selenite. It's beautiful. Let me
here's a little small
zoom in on that one. Okay, let me zoom in on both of those. 1 second.
You can buy it either way.
All right. So here we go. Zooming in. There we go. All right. Yeah. I love. So do they come? Are they? The selenite, they come like little castles? I mean, that's what that one looks like. The one.
It grows.
They grow.
It grows in huge rods.
I have a ginormous one upstairs.
Do they grow outside of the ground?
Usually in caves underneath the.
No, I know, but when you take them home, can they continue to grow?
Oh no.
That might be a weird question, but I mean, they're alive, so you know.
Right. So but once you take them out of their surroundings, they stop.
So it's like a plant being, if you pull it out of the soil, it's not gonna. Okay, got it.
And sometimes you'll see a crystal. I don't have any of the big ones here, but sometimes you'll see it where they seem to change color slightly. And that's because it's grown. So maybe it grew for 1,000,000 years, and then something happened, and it got hot or it got cold, and you see lines in them. So it's interesting, and you can tell that it's stopped, and then it started again.
It's really interesting.
And let's talk about prices, because they vary in price, right? Depending on this, is it based on size? Is it based on the?
Well, like this one's $9.99.
Okay, that's reasonable.
And I'll make a plug for myself. I have great prices in the shop.
She actually, I got to tell you, she really, really does, and she's getting ready to put her online store up. But you cannot beat the prices at stores.
And when I travel, I always check out crystal shops. And I was just down in North Carolina, and I was like, oh my God, the prices,
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, that's like quadruple the price that I have.
Yeah.
So I have up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and but like something like this, Angel Light. Angel Light, the tumbled for me is this is $3 in the store, but most of my small tumbled are $1.50.
Oh right. Okay.
So they're definitely affordable.
Yeah.
And I think it's when they start being in shapes. I mean, it takes a lot of carving to do something and a little more expensive. Like the malachite, that's usually an expensive crystal.
This one's $25.
Okay.
So it depends how rare they are.
And it looks really polished too, like a polished finish
very
to
polished,
it. Yeah.
And I have beautiful selenite lamps in the shop.
Repeat that. You just broke up a little bit. You said selenite what?
Lamps.
Wow.
So they have lights in the bottom.
Almost like the crystal, the salt lamps that we were talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so those take a lot of carving. So, I have them for $79 for twin, the peaks, and I just saw them in a shop over the weekend for $150. Same thing.
Okay.
So you have to be careful about prices, but I really try to be reasonable. I want people to have these.
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
they're helpful.
Yeah.
And I think they can really do a lot for someone, and I want them in people's hands, not sitting in my shop. So,
Heidi in the chat room's asking, can you use water on selenite?
No, no.
This is the
it
one.
Will dissolve.
Yeah.
Okay. No water.
Every now and then, at a vendor event, I'll tell a guy that, and you can see his eyes light up, like he's going right home and pour water on it.
Oh no! It's almost like you're killing the crystal. Oh.
Kid
really?
Don't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
It's like, all right,
that's great. Oh my gosh.
Wow, ladies, this has been very informative. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I can believe an hour's gone by so quickly.
It goes quick, but we had fun.
It really
tonight.
does. Yeah, we have. So, if there's any other last-minute questions, say them now or call in really quick because we're about to wrap up, folks. 323. 524-2599. A lot of people chatting, not calling, but chatting, which is, shy people's today.
They're listening to us.
Yeah, enjoying the show.
Informative.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
It's been great.
It's
been great.
Educational.
So check out Reiki Rocks. That's on Facebook. Reiki Rocks Toni Craft. That's ToniCraft. So Toni Craft. Reiki Rocks. REIKI. Rocks. ROCKS. Toni Craft. Check that out on Facebook. I got the URL up there too.
Yep.
Yeah. Great. Give her a like. Follow her on Facebook, and I'm sure she'll be back. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with us. Any last words, ladies?
Not really.
No. Carry your crystals. If you have them, take them out and use them. I hate to see when I ask somebody and they say, "Oh, they're in my dresser drawer." I'm like, "Oh, stop that."
Yeah. Now, Chris, do you use them with your cards at all, Chris?
I have my reading table where I do my readings.
Yeah.
And they're all over the table.
All over the table.
I have a big container too that's just full of them. And then I have some very large pieces on my table.
Except the ones the dogs try to eat.
I actually use a big, very large protection piece. That's the other dog. That's shaped like a heart, and it's actually between me and the client to help absorb anything negative. And yes, my dog Ruby does like to.
I had to say that that's just for some humor.
Because the
I
one
couldn't
night
believe
he was
it.
talking to me, and I was like chasing her around because she
Got Crystal in her mouth?
Yes. And John was dying on the telephone, and I'm like screaming, "Come back here with that! Don't do that!" Yeah.
I was like, she's trying to heal herself or something with them. I mean,
and she, well, I put them out in the moonlight,
Right.
so I forgot they were underneath the table, still in the big thing I had put them in.
Yeah.
And he found them, and I was like, "Where is she going?" And she had a whole pile that she had chosen, and she kept running it back underneath, and I finally was like, "Oh."
Any particular color? Just out of curiosity, I wonder if she was trying to work on a certain chakra.
She's gritting the house. It's always an adventure at Christmas.
Yes, always.
Oh. Well, thanks again. This has been a lot of fun. So please share the video, folks. Click like, share the video, and comment in the section below to let us know that you shared by tagging one of your friends. That way we can track who shared it, and we can enter you in for the drawing for the free giveaway, 30-minute reading with Chris. And we will see you next week. Well, Chris will be making an announcement about all of that very soon. And follow Chris's Facebook page for all the details. All right. So take care, everyone.
Okay, take care. Bye,
Bye,
John.
Bye. Thank you.